on today's episode of The Frugal Forester. Alright kids, I had a crazy idea and it actually works. These are ratchet straps and there's four 1-inch by 12-foot lengths, and I just sort of weaved them back and forth like shoelaces through my super strut here. And then I just laid the mattress right over it, and I put a board where there isn't any because I ran out. This is just a test to see if it worked. But yeah, it works real well. I just laid the mattress, as it would be if it was a bed, over the fridge. That's where my head would be, and it came out to about here, and I laid on it, and I sat on it, and yeah, I couldn't even tell. It felt like there was a board under there. I mean, it was real comfortable. So I'm going to do from here to about there, I think. I may attach this piece here so I can go this way too and make it double strong, but I don't even know if that's needed. These are rated for like 380 pounds. So I'm going to go buy some more and finish that. And then what I did over here, this board from my old desk, it's pretty much the exact, it's 3 foot from here to here. And so if I got a 3 foot by 3 foot piece, it's going to be the perfect length from there up to right where I'm going to maybe put that length of super strut, and then 3 feet across is what the bed is. So that means I only need to buy one piece of wood, because this is where the super strut is. So one 3 by 3 piece for over there, and then the rest will just be this, and then I'll put a tarp over it or something. I have a tarp right there, and that way it'll look nice. And yeah, I still got a bunch more big plans coming. Alright guys, so this big heavy box got here today, and it's full of Kilmat, which it's a soundproof, sound deadener and insulation. It's made of some kind of rubber called butyl. I think that's what it's called. And it's supposed to deaden the sound and insulate the car. So I just pulled everything out, and now I'm just looking at this gigantic hole. And you can see that's starting to sag a little bit. I need to redo that, but I'm going to take it all out anyway, because as you see, I have these brushes. I'm brushing out all the dirt. See, there's a big pile. You wouldn't believe how dirty this car is on the inside. Ew, look at all that dog hair. Yeah, so I got to clean the hell out of it before I can start putting the Kilmat in there. And it's basically an alternate form of Dynamat, and I got 2 boxes of 36 square feet, and I'm gonna cover all of this stuff. It should do a good 2/3 of the car. So you can see I pulled, like, I gotta pull these little buckled dealy things, U-bolts, out, and then I'm gonna pull this metal piece out still, and then I don't know how I'm gonna get around all the wires. Originally I was like, oh, I'll just cover up the wires with the Kilmat, but that's not how it works. So I have to clean all the surfaces, and I'm even supposed to use degreaser. I just got a bucket with soapy water right now, so I'm going to vacuum out all the big stuff, clean it with the soapy water, then find some degreaser and go over it with that and let it dry. And then by then the sun will be up and I can open the garage door. It's kind of hot in here. I gotta pull the fridge out. I'm gonna pull the carpet out. I'm gonna do the doors. I'm just trying to do the floors, walls, and doors. But then I look at this, I'm like, man, I got a full-size spare, but this camera angle's not doing it justice. How like gigantic of a space is right there, and I'm like, man, look at this. Like, let's just this gigantor spot. And I'm like about to build cabinets on this side and this side. And I'm like, do I really want to put the spare back in there? Because that I could keep all my clothes in there. I could keep water. I don't know. I kind of wanted to keep like my kitchen stuff down under there so I could just pull it out and everything's on that side, like the fridge. Then I'd have my Coleman stove and my box full of pans and I don't know. And then I kind of want to put the battery here, you know, and then I'd have kind of want to take the center console out and put the fuse box and the solar DC to DC MPPT charge controller there. And then I think I know how much wire I'll need. My wires will go up through the roof, come out this back spot, go to the roof for the solar, and then I still have so much work to do. But I figured I'd start with the Dynamat. And then I just got to figure out, do I want to put the full-size spare back in there? I should really just get a tow hitch installed and get a cheap tire carrier for back there. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing because I just look at how big this space is. I mean, I was sitting in here earlier. It's just huge. Huge. Alright friends, so I've got a big box full of Kilmat and I just started putting it down. So you can see these things, these little grooves, and you're supposed to just, you know, flatten those up. And I've got a piece in here. So I'm just putting it on the outer walls. I'm just using, finding places where I can put whole sheets without cutting anything. I figure I'll cut, or I'll put as much down as I can before I have to cut things. And then I'm just going to put it down. You're supposed to use a little roller tool. Like this is for screens if you wanted to like make a screen. But you just roll it down. Here, left hand not quite as strong. So you got to push down pretty hard. But as you can see, it eventually smooths out. So that's how you would use the adhesive. Now instead of you doing it in cold temperatures, use a heat gun. But I'm in Texas and it's like, you know, 1,000,000 degrees here all the time. Yeah, and I think I figured out how I'm going to do this with the spare tire. I found a way to make a spare tire carrier that will just be up like this most of the time and just it'll go down like that. And it'll attach to a tow hitch, which I'll have installed. It should cost like maybe $250 all said and done. So I'll show you what this looks like after I've got some on there, and I'll also tell you if I notice any difference in road noise. Hey guys, so check it out. I've got a whole lot of this stuff in there, and you can see how it kind of conforms to the angles. So what I've been doing is, you see I have, this is just miscellaneous strips that I've cut off, but all I'm doing really, let me see if I can show you while I'm holding the camera. So I'll just lay a piece down and kind of just pretend with it. And I'll just push it in there and kind of form. And then like I can line this up. And so I would just like fold it over because it's really easy to work with. It just stays wherever you want to fold it. So then I would just do that and, you know, line it up real nice and then cut it. I just got these old ass regular scissors and that's how I've been doing it. And I've been getting pretty good. You know, not perfect. Just need some foil tape to cover that up. But I still have to go over this with the roller. Some of these places are hard to get to, like getting under this hose, and I had to remove all that metal that you see right there to get to under here. I wasn't gonna do that, but I figured I got a ton of this stuff. So I'm gonna just cover everything. See, I got it back in there. I don't know if I need to do right here if I've already done there, but I might. And then like these, that's pretty solid. I don't think I need to do that part. If I have enough, I will probably cover everything, and even up in here. So I just cleaned all this stuff out. The previous owners hit a dog. Oh my god, the hair. There's even hair way down in there. Oh look, some paper fell. But yeah, I vacuumed all this out with the shop vac. I still got it cleaned down in there, but yeah, so it gets really dusty in here. I think that's why these vents are here. I don't know why those vents are there. I could understand on this side because the gas tank is there. Anyway, so I'm getting it all taken care of. I had to take a whole bunch of extra stuff out. And today when I got in my car and I started my car and I attached my phone to the stereo via FM Bluetooth transmitter, and I did that, and I threw it in reverse, and I started backing up, and I heard a pop, and I was like, what the hell was that? And the speaker stopped working, but the stereo itself was still lit up. So first I checked my Bluetooth receiver guy. Maybe I blew a fuse. I pulled that out and plugged it back in. No, it's fine, and it connected, and this thing's still on. And I turned it on, turned it off, switched through all the FM settings, nothing. So then I just waited. I was on my way to work, so on my break I came out, checked the fuse was fine, and then I turned it on and it worked again. So I was thinking, did I hit one of these wires? But none of these wires should have anything to do with the stereo system. So anyway, I'm going to be a whole lot more careful with all this stuff now. Look how clean and nice it all is. It was super filthy. I should have did before and after. And then I think this is the all-wheel drive system. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what it is, but I originally wanted to like leave these covers off because these are steel covers that support my weight no problem. So I'm just going to put them back on. I just had to take them off to get the Kilmat installed. So anyway, this stuff's really easy to work with. Don't pay somebody to do it. The only troublesome thing might be removing the trim. But if you have a Subaru Forester, I found it really, really easy. I just used a screwdriver and pried really gently until it popped off. And I can easily put it all back on, no problem. I just separated the left-hand side from the right-hand side, and I figured I probably won't ever put it back together because I plan to drive Penny till she dies. But hey, you never know. Things change. People change. Hairstyles change. Okay, so just to give you an idea, Kilmat, you get 36 square feet, and you get 34 sheets, and the sheets are this big. I'll tell you I'll put that in, yeah, I'll tell you what that is. And I've used exactly 17 of 34, so exactly half, and exactly half did in there. All of this basically in there, in the back here, all up under this guy, and that. So that's half of one box. I still have a box and a half left, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do at least right there, all four doors, and maybe I'll have to decide whether I want to pull up the carpet here or in the front, or even if I want to do that. Or maybe I could do up under the roof. I don't know. I'm just astonished at how much space is in here once you pull everything out. It looks like a minivan now. The amount of space. You know, if this hump just wasn't here, or if I could just reroute this stuff and put it lower, then I could even lower the bed more. Maybe more headroom, and I don't know. I think I have the perfect amount of headroom, actually. I can actually stand up in the back with my, bent over like this. Picture me right there. That's what it looks like. Quality videos, as always, brought to you by me. Hey, don't be a dummy like me. When I took my sandals off, I noticed I had this deep dark residue because I was getting in and out of the Subaru and I ruined my socks. I mean, they might not be ruined, but that stuff's there. So get the foil tape and cover up the goo. Just do it. Here's what that looks like when you take the panel off the door. Wasn't that difficult. There's other videos that show you how to do that. I wish I would have watched the video the whole way through because I busted this piece off. I don't know how that I would have got that out without breaking it. I still don't know how to get it out actually. So whatever, I'll figure that out later. Anyway, you probably had to go from the other side. Yeah, you probably have to pop this side off first, and then you can go in there. Oh well, live and learn. But anyway, so I already sealed it back up. You can probably see that I've put the... Oh, I need to flatten that. But yeah, I did the door. So what's the difference? What difference did it make? Here, this door has not been done yet. Let's hopefully you can hear the sound. Okay, it sounds pretty solid, but... Alright, now listen to this one. I think that sounds way more solid. Check this out. That's a clear difference. And it really, I really notice a huge difference in the stereo with the windows up and stuff. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Check out this Scorpion. So cool. Okay guys, so this is what the front door looks like when you pull the trim off. And I just wanted to show you this black stuff. It's almost the same kind of stuff that is used on the back of the Kilmat, the butyl, I think it's called. But this stuff just looks like it's melted. And I also see a bunch of rust right here. Why am I pointing this out to you? Well, because when I started doing the back, for some reason the stereo started shorting out, and I was thinking it was something I did. So I've been pulling off all the speakers and inspecting them and following all the wires and where they go. Like that's a tweeter wire. Here's the tweeter. It's got a little capacitor. I think that's what that is. I don't know. That normally goes right there. I didn't check the one on that side. I probably should have. But anyway, so this has been racking my brain. I would start the car and the head unit would turn on and you could change the stations, you could change volume, you could switch CD, auxiliary, whatever. But the stereo would play for a few minutes and then there'd be a loud pop and then it would just go out. And that's not cool. So I've been trying to figure out this short for like a week now, and I just don't know. It's got to be a speaker wire short, or maybe the amp is starting to go inside the head unit. So I've checked all the fuses and nothing. Pro tip, this thing dangles. I just screwed it back in the little hole that one of the trim pieces came out of, so it's out of the way. And then I just stuck this plastic to itself after I pulled it off. But anyway, so then I pulled the speaker out and I was looking at the speaker and it looks like it's got rust on it. And then I look back here and that's definitely rust. So somehow there's water's getting in my car, and I'm in Texas, so there's not much water, so it's real weird that this happened now. But like, it's kind of subtle. Here's the speaker. I was looking at it and the red rust is pretty apparent. There's a little green like inside the light's a little too bright. Maybe I can calm the light down a bit. Yeah, but anyway, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. I've never seen a rusty speaker in a car, so I might have to replace the speaker. I wonder where I can get a speaker. So I got a pallet. I don't know if I showed you the pallet before I took it apart, but these two pieces, this one that is going under it there, and that one's going under it there. Those used to be attached going from under here like that. You know what a pallet looks like. So I just took it apart and I just shoved this piece. It really doesn't even want to move, but I will probably bolt it down somehow. And so it's almost the same height as the super strut too, and it almost looks like it even evens it out, that angle. So yeah, after I'm done putting all this insulation stuff in there, which I got a little bit more places to do here, like up in there. There's a ton more place, and then I'll probably do here. I still haven't found the short. It's driving me crazy. So, yep. So then I'll just use that ratchet strap stuff for right here, and that I have like a bunch of those now, so I can make it really thick, and then you know, and have it go to at least to there, and then I'll throw the mattress on there, and we'll see what it feels like. Of course, the fridge will be in front there, and the mattress extends over the fridge. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Like, talk about a no build. I mean, yeah, if you need a pallet, I work at a grocery store. Just ask them, and they'll probably just give you one. I don't know. I might have to raise it up a bit somehow to get it on that angle, but we'll see what happens. I like the way it looks now, and it's solid, and it's... I think I stopped the video. I didn't mean to stop the video. I don't know what this little lightning bolt means. But anyway. And second thought, maybe I won't do the ratchet straps. I'm already using this much wood, getting just a little bit more and putting a few planks across there wouldn't really be much more weight. I don't know, something to think about. But it's starting to look like something. Big mess.